Hello and welcome back to ShwabaTCG and to the Pokey Price is Right. I have two known collectors of TCGs who should theoretically have a pretty good idea of the price of Pokemon cards. Anyway, we have a few different rounds with a few different formats. You guys are going to win points, and then the winner takes home nothing but bragging rights. So, let's jump right into it. I mean, the question I want to ask is, how confident are you off the bat?
I'm pretty good with modern pricing. Vintage pricing is where I falter. But modern pricing, I feel like I've seen enough around to where I'd be able to have a good crack at most things.
It's been a couple years since I was like super locked in, but yeah, when I was locked in, I remember those prices like Bible.
Okay, so we'll see. There's maybe a difference in era then, but let's just jump right in. The first round is a very simple guess the price. I'm going to give you guys a specific Pokemon card. You have to guess the price, the current market price, or very specifically, what I'm comparing to is the last sold eBay price. Okay. So that way no one can argue with me about the market price in the YouTube comments. This is the last sold eBay price that we're comparing in US dollars.
Oh no.
Thank God.
And whoever's closest, doesn't matter how far away you are, as long as you're closer than the other person, you get 1 point. There are going to be 5 cards, and this is your first. It is a Blastoise EX.
Ugh.
What year is that? 2014?
This is from 2014.
Could be like Evolution's era, like X and Y set.
Yeah, it's around there. 2014.
Yeah.
It's
gotta be Boof though. It's gotta be Boof. You know what's funny? I was sitting there thinking about this earlier. I was like, I really do have like a pretty good hold on like some of like the higher value cards, but it never occurred to me that you could just pick any card out of the thousands and thousands of cards ever created.
I picked a really random selection. I will say that. So there's a big variety throughout the show.
Just raw price?
Raw price. I'm looking at the raw price.
Raw price. I'm ready to make an
All right. Well, Connor, if you want to name your guess now, then you'll go second in the next round, and it'll go back and forth.
I will say $55.
$55 from Connor Quest. Peso Pete.
$23.41.
All right. I like the specificity. The actual correct answer is $4.53. So that's 1 point for Peso. You were right. This is Boof. This is.
I had a feeling.
Yeah, no, this is. I started you guys off with a real nothing card. Okay.
I'm getting scammed at every event I go to.
Yeah, the raw price of this at eBay right now is somewhere between $4 and $5.
Wow.
All right, so that's first point to Peso. Let's move on to the second card. It's another EX. It's a Gyarados EX from a slightly more modern set.
I've seen this card.
I mean, I'll buzz.
Okay, Peso.
I'm feeling 65.
65.
See, from what I remember of this card at a raw price, and because it is 2016, it's a Goldie X. I still don't think the raw price is actually that crazy. I'm gonna say 30. Okay,
so you've halved Peso's answer. So we got 65 from Peso and 30 from Connor. The actual answer is $64.87.
Oh my god! Wow.
$64.87. You were 13 cents away. So from the exact correct price.
Here's what I'll say. My tell for cards like this is that Connor's 100% right. The gold rares really don't sit too high, and I mean like in relatively speaking, I mean $60 in itself isn't even too much for like a primo card.
Yeah.
But this card is drawn by Arita, who drew the original Charizard card.
Oh wow!
And people will go out of their way to collect his cards.
Oh, I see. That's a good spot. That is a very good spot. Yeah. I didn't know that. That explains it then. Wow. Okay. 2 rounds in and 2 points to Peso. The third question. This is your third card. It is the Pokemon Center version of the Teal Mask Ogerpon. And Connie, you'll be the first one to guess on this round.
Oh, the Pokemon Center version definitely bumps it up. This was the Twilight Masquerade promo in the Twilight Masquerade ETBs.
You know what's funny? I have no idea. I'll just admit right now.
No
I have no idea at all.
it's like the least popular Pokemon Center promo.
Yeah.
So obviously you had the Charmander that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You have
How about the Charmander got up in price? I was surprised.
Yeah, Charmander I think is around like 80 raw. I'm pretty sure if it's Pokemon Center, or maybe 50. For this though, oh god, Pokemon Center, Teal Mask Ogerpon, no one gives a shit about that.
It's so funny because I love Ogerpon too, but yeah, now they really and they're trying to push Ogerpon so
Yeah,
hard,
yeah.
like in all the promo and everything.
I'll say 49, 99.
49, 99. So essentially 50.
Pokemon Center, isn't it? Yeah, it's Pokemon.
Pisso, what are you saying?
Dude, I'm really not sure. Like, Connor's 100% right again here. It's like Pokemon Center. It's gonna at least having that stamp is like $20 at least.
Yeah.
And for some cards, like, you know, the conversion is crazier, but it's like, who is going out of their way to cop this? Man, I don't want to lowball it, but like, I'm inclined to say like $30.
30? Okay, so we have
Yeah.
50, 49.99, and 30. Pisso, you're closer again. It's $21.60. You're right. The Pokemon Center stamp itself is like $20 just on its own. You put it on a Ogerpon, apparently that only bumps it up like $1.50. It's really not worth much. Okay, fourth question. Let's look at a trainer card. How about that? How do we feel about Jacques? Jacques? I don't know how to say this guy's name.
Jacques. It's an SIR.
Yeah.
It's an SIR, which trainer SIRs are expensive. They can get expensive.
Can be, for sure.
Like Carmen. Carmen is really expensive. But Jacques?
Yeah, right.
I don't know about Jacques.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, what? This is like that one teacher from Scarlet and Violet. Like, who's even like, oh my god, dude, Jacques Paul. Like, oh my god.
Uh-huh.
You know what? This card cannot be worth more than like $19.
You saying 19?
Yeah, sure.
All
why
right,
not?
Connor.
I have no faith in Jacques.
$19. I'm gonna say slightly higher. Really slightly. I'm gonna say 20.
Okay. So yeah, just hedging higher at $20.
Yeah, hedging higher.
The actual price is $6.20.
Wow, for an SIR?
Wow.
Yeah. For an SIR, Jack,
surprised.
it is $6.20 right now on eBay.
I can't believe it's not in the tens. I can't believe it's not even like 14.
I think because it's with all the modern playable cards, like the more they're featured in like meta decks, the higher they go up. I don't think Jacques is in many decks right now. But yeah, $6.20. If anything we're learning from this first round is that Connor is paying too much for his Pokemon cards. This is the last question of round one. Okay, and it's a big one. We know this guy.
It is a big one.
It's the Umbreon EX.
Oh, okay. Last sold on eBay.
The last sold on eBay. This one has been a little volatile in the past.
I already have a number in my head.
Yeah, I know it's gone down.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing. I know it's gone down. I know it peaked. This Umbreon particularly peaked, I think, at 2k. Moonbreon obviously peaked higher than that.
Mm-hmm.
It's still probably higher than that in some regards. But this one didn't go as crazy. Still mental. I'm gonna say the last sold on eBay, 900.
Last sold $900. Locking it in peso. What was your number that you had in your head?
Well, what I'll say before is that this is just like a PSA for anybody watching. I'd say like a good 85% of the time, the Japanese versions of cards like this are always cheaper.
Yeah.
You could deadass go pick this card up in Japanese for like $300 to $500.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's actually insane. And not to glaze the JP sets, but it's like sometimes they get better holo print. Sometimes the cards just look better.
Yeah.
But PSA aside, like even with the dip, I'm probably gonna roll higher. I'm thinking like 1,300.
1,300. All right.
Especially if we're going last sale on eBay. I don't know. eBay gets weird sometimes.
So we've got 900 and 1,300. The actual answer is $999.99.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Pretty much a smooth grand. So Connor, you pick up your first point. And at the end of round one, it's 4 points to Peso and 1 to Connor, but everything could change going into round two. I'm going to give you 5 cards, and it's your job to sort them from price low to high. And you get a point for every card in the right position.
Okay.
So that said,
okay.
Connor, you're on the lower points. Do you want card set A or card set B?
I'll take B.
So Connor, here is card set B. You have, in no particular order, the Hatterene VMAX from the Galarian Gallery, Erica's Weeping Bell, Hisuian Gudra V-Star, Sceptile Hollow, and Dark Raichu from the original Rocket set.
Okay. Well, I immediately know what is the most expensive here.
Okay.
And that is the Dark Raichu from Rocket.
So you want to put Dark Raichu just automatically all the way at the top of the...
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, it's the first ever secret rare.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, it just is insane. And I know from Deep Pocket Monsters' recent failed attempts at getting the Rocket set that this is the one thing he was looking for. And I think he paid like 200 for it. Gudra V-Star, I actually have one.
Okay, yeah.
I pulled this recently and looked it up. It is nothing.
Okay.
It costs absolutely nothing. I genuinely think that's going to be the last one.
Okay, so you have first and last locked in.
Yeah, I have first and last locked in. And then, this Hatterene VMAX is really nice, but who the fuck cares about Hatterene? Erica's Weeping Bell. Does the first edition matter here?
Yeah, I did specifically get the first
matters?
edition.
Yeah, specifically first edition. Erica's Weeping Bell. Oh, it's tough. Oh, the two here, the VMAX Hatterene and the Erica's Weeping Bell, are going to be very close. I'm going to say it's Hisuian Gudra, Hatterene VMAX,
Okay.
Erica's Weeping Bell first edition, Sceptile Hollow, and Dark Raichu.
Okay. Locked in. Let's see the actual answers. In the lowest slot, you are correct. It's the Hisuian Gudra V-Star
Okay.
for $1.90. The next is the Hatterene VMAX
Oh, yes!
at $4.50. It's a nice card. Nobody cares. Now, the hardest ones for you here, you said, was the Erica's Weeping Bell and the Sceptile.
Yeah.
There is $17 difference in price between these two. There is a pretty significant difference. In third place in the middle, you said Erica's Weeping Bell. It is Erica's Weeping Bell.
Yes!
Which means Sceptile and Dark Raichu are at the top. So that's 5 points out of 5.
That's all my points back. Let's go.
All right, you've taken the lead for now, but Peso, you have card set A. Let me send it over, and let's see you organize these 5 cards. So you have, again, in no particular order, Gardenia's Vigor from the Galarian Gallery, a different Raichu than Connor had. You have a Charizard EX Gold card. You have a Bagon, Reverse Hollow, and you have a Dark Marowak.
This one looks so much harder already.
I'm about to say, I'm like, what the is this list? You know what? I'm gonna go off of my gut here. We're gonna go from bottom to top. I guess like cheapest to most expensive. We'll go we'll go that Charizard EX. Charizard EX at the bottom.
Okay.
Raichu next. I'm gonna go Bagon, Gardenia's Vigor, and then Dark Marowak at the top.
Okay, so you're starting lowest is Charizard EX, and the most expensive is the Dark Marowak.
Yeah.
You got 0 points. Dark Marowak is the cheapest at $4. Then it's Gardenia's Vigor, the Raichu, the Charizard EX, and Bagon. The shiny Bagon is the most expensive card in this set of 5. No points in round 2 for Peso Pete, unfortunately, which means there's
That
now...
is a hard list.
It is a hard list.
That is a difficult
It is a hard list. I'm surprised at how easy a time you had with the second list, to be honest, Connor.
Yeah.
But they are similar price ranges for each of the cards. Okay, which means that it's still all to play for in round 3 because there's only 2 points between you guys. And in round 3, this is the final round, I give you guys a price, and you name a card that you think is the closest to that price.
Oh.
It is the reverse of the first round. So
you're just look.
I
just
have
look up the
price
card.
charting ready and open on my phone to search for these cards. So let's see what your memory's like. Connor, you are on the most points, so you will go first.
Okay.
And then Peso will guess second. So the first round, the price is $2.50.
Okay.
Right, this is hard.
It's just thinking of a card.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Thinking of any card.
This is definitely the most difficult round by a margin.
I'm trying to think of like cards I've bought recently
Mm-hmm.
that have been like around that price, but then card shows always mark stuff up. $2.50. Okay, tell you what, I'll go. Alistar Full Art.
Alistair Full Art from Vivid Voltage is what we're going for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can
Vivid
tell you the price for this, last sold on eBay, is $3.25.
Oh, it's not bad.
So Peso, I need you to name a card now that is closer to $2.50 than $3.25.
$2.50. You know what? I'm gonna use a fake lifeline of one of the cards from an earlier round.
Oh.
Can you check the?
You've invoked the hidden rule. You can't use any of the cards that have already come up in the show. Yeah. Yeah.
It's gotta be some boof. You know what? Look up the fucking Conkeldurr altar from Pokemon Go set.
Conkeldurr from Pokemon Go. Last sold price is $2.99. So you're closer and you get the point, Peso.
Yeah.
So it's 5 points for Peso and one more at 6 for Connor. Round 2 out of 3 of this last round. The price, and Peso, you're the first one to name a card here, is $22.50.
Let me try the Wobbuffet promo card for the Destined Rivals ETB.
Ooh.
I'm thinking let's do the Pokemon Center version. Actually, no, regular version.
The regular Team Rocket's Wobbuffet promo from Destined Rivals is $7.99.
Oh wow.
So Connor, it's your turn. $22.50 is the target price. You have a lot of wiggle room here.
Yeah, well, I'm actually also going to go for a card from Destined Rivals
Okay.
that I believe I know that the price is around this, and that is Misty's Lapras from Destined Rivals.
Misty's Lapras.
The alt art.
Okay, fantastic. Misty's Lapras from Destined Rivals. Last sold price is $22.50.
Yes! Let's fucking
Exactly.
go! I knew it! Oh,
That's crazy.
That's insane. That is crazy.
thank you, Misty.
Wow.
OG GOAT right there.
For real?
Day one.
That's insane. Okay. Which now, going into the
Whoa.
final round, puts you out of the range for Peso to catch you. But just to make it more competitive and more fun, let's play the last round for glory, for honor. Connor, you're guessing first. The target price is $222.50.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay. $222.50. Oh my lord. Does it have to be a raw card in this round?
No?
It doesn't have to be a raw card. Okay. I could go something like super weird here, because my thought is like base unlimited Charizard, but like a PSA 6. Just something really weird.
Okay.
Because that like knocks it down. Do I risk that? I mean, it doesn't matter.
What's the
I
risk?
guess,
Yeah,
'cause-
right?
Yeah, what's the risk? Yeah. Yeah. Let's see.
So
I'm gonna say base unlimited Charizard at a PSA 7.
Okay. Is $506.
Wow, way off.
Yeah.
Oh my god, why is that so expensive? I knew I should have said 6.
Peso, can you get closer to $225 or $222.50 than that?
You know, I'm thinking the Lugia altar from Silver Tempest.
Ooh. The last sold price for the Lugia V from Silver Tempest is $250. So you take the final point. And unfortunately, it's not a win, but it was a very close game. 6 points for Peso and 7 for Connor. After a rough start from Connor, I will say, but you really clawed it back with the ordering lots of high prices.
Oh man.
Yeah, I bombed that round.
I mean, to be fair, most these cards are were mostly randomly picked, except for like a handful that I put in myself, just to make it fair. But I do think that made the first card set that Peso did a little tricky. I'll be honest. But well fought victory from Connor Quest. You can check out Peso and Connor's channels linked in the description. But I think that's going to be it for us. So let me know what kind of content you want to see in the future. Thanks so much for stopping by. I've been ShwabaTCG, and y'all have been very kind. I'll catch you next one. Peace.
Peace.
Bye bye.
Oh my god.